North Korea has sent troops to Russia, US confirms.
This post received a score of 32,000, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
From a wider world history perspective, an army from the Korean peninsula fighting in Europe is pretty wild. Be like if the Aztecs showed up for a battle in Canada.
LOL paging civilization video gamers.
Civ. Montezuma has excellent military strength in the ancient era. Fast forward us to the modern era and they may still have an advantage over Canada if Canada refused to set up any kind of formidable army whatsoever. Canada is also immune to surprise declarations of war, so they'd have to wait 10 or 15 turns after denouncing them to even attack. But after that, yeah lol, Canada wrecks Aztec Empire.
Canadians were known in both world wars as tough, well-trained and skillful soldiers. During WW2 they were often described as combining the discipline, stoicism and pragmatism of the British with the dash and aggression the Americans. We are a peaceful people, but don't think we are unable to open a can of whoop ass when needed.
I mean, your favorite sport has a bunch of people with foot knives and bladed sticks beating the shit out of each other. You also somehow coexist with cobra chickens. Kind of seems natural to be able to open a can of whoop ass when needed.
My friend, today is the first day I've heard them described as cobra chickens, and goddamn, it encapsulates those fuckers perfectly. The only thing worse than a cobra chicken is legally protected cobra chickens, and believe me, they fucking know it.
I just looked up cobra chicken, and that is spot on.
It's Canadian geese, right? Fuck those assholes.
Canada gooses are beautiful, barrel-chested, majestic creatures, sir.
Hey, isn't the US technically still at war with North Korea? Edit to add. Okay, so the US never declared war on North Korea. There is currently an armistice between North and South Korea. In fact, the US has never declared war since World War II. Iraq War, not a war. Afghanistan War, not a war. Vietnam War, not a war. Korean War, not a war.
Technically, yeah.
Technically, South Korea still is. The US was technically never at war with North Korea.
Was going to say, the US has not declared war since WW2. Every war we've had since then has been called a conflict, or intervention, or similar to bypass congressional approval. Special military operations, you say?
Hey, this sounds familiar. Are we the bad guys?
You are only the bad guy if it's not for our cause, obviously.
I feel like this speaks more about Russia's current ability to field enough troops than anything else. How desperate do you have to be to pull North Korean troops into the mix?
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.